Ironically enough, even though you technically send out your units to fight the Honoji troops there, or the Mukashibu, whatever they're called, troops, the game does register them as actually used in an army battle, so it's kind of neat that way, I suppose. I think I already saved it, but whatever, I'll save it again. So after that incident basically takes away the rest of your action flags. That's why I used the first two already, and use the last one to actually go over to Honoji. And yeah, since we have no more action flags, there's nothing else we can do. So we're attacking Himeji again, and then now we're going into attack Iga. So maybe I should explain this. So for Iga, if you conquered their first two territories and leave them down with one, Iga will now have access to, I think, 5 or 4 unique ninja commanders. And honestly, they're Power Ranger ripoffs. Literally, they are. There's no getting around it. They're Power Ranger ripoffs, and they can make me kind of sick. They're overall really crappy ninja units. The only reason, like, they have only 2 action flags. They have 5s in all stats. And that's really crappy in itself, but the only thing that makes all of them unique is that they have, not only do they have unique character portraits and the unique character sprites, but also they're the only ninja units to have battle rating down 2, I think. No, it's not battle rating down 1. What is it again? It's remove status 2. So they're the only ninja units to have a tactician offensive skill, but other than that, they're more annoying than anything else. So this is the part where I'm going to go ahead and make sure that Senhime gets her character clear events in. So as you can see, Ninja 68, Ninja 16. Yeah, how is that not a Power Ranger ripoff, huh? Alisoft tends to do that a lot. They like to reference a lot of other things. It's quite funny. Apparently, Senhime is way too strong, and these ninjas are way too weak for them to be able to do anything. We'll just stand by, I don't care. The only real damage dealer here in our group, in their army, is this guard unit, except because enemy AI is typically intended to mainly just use guards, like guard other enemy units. They're just dumb overall, so... Like, literally, Senhime can just sit through this, and she will not die, and we'll lose the battle anyway. I've also had incidents where, I sent out Senhime alone like this, but she was so strong, that she ended up winning the battle herself anyway, like, by herself. It was actually kind of funny. I was just like, oh man, this AI sucks so bad. But this is a different story, because obviously I'm playing on normal. And normal is still pretty tough when it comes to the later stages of the game. But, if you're playing on, like, what? Like, at least 1 star, then it becomes a whole different story. Alright, so after that, after Xavier disappears, the head of the Tenchi sect, I think retreats to, like, the bottom of the thing or something like that, but what's that territory called? Bikan? I don't know, I don't remember. But in any case, he basically goes into hibernation, or into, I don't know if you want to call it hiding, but he's basically going off the train because he has no more need. His presence is no longer needed. So that is the event basically dedicating the well, it's an event dedicated to the cremation of or the dedication ceremony to the late Oda Nobunaga. There you go. And that is Alisoft's take on Oda Nobunaga's death and as in they were trying to kind of parody it. I wouldn't say parody is the right word because that's kind of disrespectful. I mean, yeah, we're gonna make fun of how someone died. Yep, and we're gonna make a whole game based off of it. Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. No, they didn't do that. So I don't know if parody is the right word for this, but they did kind of. I suppose they made it their own version of how Oda Nobunaga died in the Alisoft realm, for that matter. So anyways, now with that incident resolved, we can now go ahead and attack these countries again. Oh man, Mikana is only one territory away from being conquered by Iga. That's not good. But in any case, we need to take over Himeji immediately. This is priority number 1. So Himeji is really easy to conquer. I mean, you don't even need to send out your strongest units, but just in case I will anyway, just to make this fight go faster. I mean, for God's sake, we'll just send our two musketeer units, which are one of the most overpowered units in the game anyway. Especially using me with a butterfly, with that butterfly button. We're just gonna send out Yamagata Masakage because he's just gonna steamroller everyone to death, and we're just gonna send I don't know, like now I who's gonna give a status boost to everybody. Yeah, and you'll see units like this. Maeda Shuma something. Yeah, you'll see units that have barely more than 10 troops. It's kind of absurd. Because they... I thought I was controlling... wow, I feel dumb. In any case, actually that was actually a pretty good idea, because now I have free realm to attack any one of these guys as I wish. Except he blocks it on 10%! 10%? What the hell? Whatever. Now I removes all their attack buffs, and we'll just I don't know, murder everyone here. Nearly one-shot them, even though they have 20% battlefield effect working for them. And Morito's just gonna rape everyone because of her counterattack to her what is it, the butterfly blade and the attack buff. Not fun for these guys, I must say. Loot this guy just because we can. Now I finish off this guy. And I think Tanegashima should be able to finish off this last guard unit. And yes, he is able to. Alright, minimal casualties as normal. So Kazamaru is, because he has lost the war. And he's about to commit suicide. Except Rance stops him. So here's the funny thing. Akashi Kazamaru wants to die because he lost the war, which means he lost his honor, and yeah. So you have a choice. You can either kill him or let him die by himself, or you can kill him yourself. Either way, he doesn't care because he wants to die because he's lost his honor and whatnot. So I forget actually what happens. So either he kills himself, or Rance lets him kill himself, or Rance actually kills him for him, which actually is kind of counterintuitive, but whatever. It's Rance. He does what the hell he wants. The second choice is take him prisoner. Basically, it's self-explanatory. You capture Akashi Kazamaru and basically don't let him die. And the third option is just like a troll option. If you want to do so, there's really no reason like for this, but Rance basically puts a mustache on him. No real reason. It's purely because he wants to. That's just kind of how he is, spontaneous. But what I recommend is to take him prisoner, because at the very least, even if you don't want him, you can still release him so that you can have a chance of getting a happy Pakaru from him, from releasing people from your prison. So always take him prisoner, because the other two aren't going to do anything for you. And even then, oh yes, this part. Thank God I stopped the fast forward just in time. Yeah, he's gonna do his thing. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Yeah, that was really close because I found out that it was literally one click away from that particular H scene. So as you can see, the satisfaction is gone up once again. Though it's a little bit different because it only gives you 3 instead of 5. Don't know why, but that's just how this game works apparently. So we're rolling in money. We've got plenty of national power to support our troops, and yeah, Himeji is now ours. Now, after you conquer Himeji, there's a reason. There's also more reasons why you want to capture Akashi Kazamaru. Akashi Kazamaru. Let's check out his stats first. As you can see, where is he? Yes, right here. As you can see, his stats are batshit terrible. They're just terrible. Straight up. The only thing that's kind of working for him is the fact that he has 4 action flags. But that's about it. His speed sucks, his intelligence sucks, his defense sucks, and my god, his attack is abysmal. So he's one of the worst commanders you could possibly have out there. But the thing is that if you dedicate the resources and time to him, he can actually become one of your best commanders. And the reason why is because he has an event where if you let him recover Hibachi, if you guys remember, he released Hibachi before Akashi fell. If you basically recover Hibachi for him and complete his kind of go through his character events, then he will receive +2 stats to all battle stats. That includes attack, defense, intelligence, and speed. So basically, all you need to do is buff as many stats as possible, so that like all the way up to 6. So he gets 8 in literally every single slot, and maybe except for speed. I don't know if you guys will have speed textbooks by this point. I doubt it, because you want to use them for Rance to begin with. But if you have extra speed textbooks lying around, please use them on Kazamaru, because he's gonna be benefiting from that the most. But other than that, yeah. One thing though, if you buff his attack, I've tried this before, but if you buff any of his stats to 7, then he won't get the +2 stat. It won't go up to 9. It can only go up to 8, and that's why you should only go up to 6 for as many stats as possible. So for the time being, we'll actually recruit him. As you guys remember, recruiting does not take up any action flags. So after you recruited him, or it doesn't really have to come in any particular order, but at least make sure to have captured Akashi Kazamaru, or captured and recruited him after conquering Himeji sometime. After that, what you want to do is do this: search for Akashi's secret Nue. When you click on this, make sure to accrue the right amount of troops to go look for him. Let's see, who can we send out? Maybe we can send out Suzume. Sure, we'll send out Urusa. I don't really care. Do we wanna? We'll just send out Rance and Rizna. Why the hell not? So, okay, so now that I remember, this search mission is also an HC at the very same time. So Hibachi is basically captured by like a search team deployed by Owari, more specifically Rance, because Rance heard that Hibachi is a hot chick and wants to screw her. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys right after this, after Rance is done doing whatever the hell he wants.